Four American astronauts, Dominick, Barratt, Jeanette Epps, and Loral O'Hara, have safely returned to Earth after a historic 199-day mission aboard the International Space Station. Their journey, marked by groundbreaking experiments, unexpected challenges, and moments of both triumph and danger, now stands as another chapter in the long story of human space exploration. This is more than just a homecoming. It's a reminder of the extraordinary risks astronauts take, the science they conduct hundreds of miles above us, and the enduring human drive to push beyond the limits of our planet. But as NASA celebrates, the mission also leaves behind critical questions about the future of space travel, the health risks of long-duration flights, and America's role in the next space race. The Crew Dragon capsule Endeavour splashed down off the coast of Florida in the early morning hours, parachutes billowing against the dark sky before gently landing in calm waters. Recovery teams quickly moved in, securing the spacecraft and assisting the astronauts as they emerged, pale, tired, but smiling. For NASA, this marks the end of Crew-8, a mission that began in March and served as one of the most intensive operational periods for the ISS in recent years. Over nearly 200 days, the crew orbited Earth more than 3,000 times, traveled over 80 million miles, and worked on more than 250 scientific investigations. Dominick, a former U.S. Navy test pilot on his first spaceflight, served as commander. His leadership was tested during unexpected technical challenges, including a minor coolant system anomaly mid-mission. Barratt, a physician and NASA veteran with previous spaceflight experience, brought deep medical expertise, invaluable for studying astronaut health and microgravity. Jeanette Epps, an aerospace engineer making her long-awaited first trip to space after multiple delays in her career, became a symbol of perseverance and representation. Loral O'Hara, also on her first mission, contributed significantly to maintenance operations and station upgrades. Each astronaut carried personal stories and motivations into orbit, and each returned with new insights into the human experience in space. While in orbit, Crew-8 played a crucial role in a variety of research projects. Human health studies to better understand bone density loss, muscle atrophy, and the psychological impacts of isolation. Technology demonstrations that could be used in future lunar and Martian habitats, including advanced water recycling systems and autonomous robotics. Earth observation tasks, tracking storms, wildfires, and environmental changes with unprecedented precision. Space farming experiments, growing lettuce, tomatoes, and even small-scale wheat crops to test the feasibility of sustaining crews on deep space missions. They also participated in multiple spacewalks, carefully planned, high-risk operations that involve replacing aging solar array hardware and conducting upgrades to the station's communication systems. Though largely successful, the mission wasn't without problems. In June, the crew faced a tense moment when a piece of space debris passed dangerously close to the ISS, forcing them into a safe haven procedure inside their spacecraft. Communication blackouts, rare but possible in low Earth orbit, also interrupted some scheduled science activities. Perhaps the biggest challenge was the psychological strain. 6 months in microgravity, inside a metal habitat the size of a football field, can take a mental toll. NASA has invested heavily in countermeasures, from virtual reality relaxation environments to structured daily exercise, but astronauts still report vivid dreams, mood swings, and heightened emotional responses. This mission's significance extends far beyond the crew themselves. It's a testbed for NASA's Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the moon later this decade and ultimately send astronauts to Mars. The research on bone loss, muscle changes, and cardiovascular health will feed directly into mission planning for these longer journeys. It's also a geopolitical statement. As tensions grow between the U.S., Russia, and China, maintaining a constant American presence on the ISS is not just about science. It's about influence. Russia still operates crucial modules on the station, and China is rapidly expanding its own Tiangong space station program. For now, cooperation continues in orbit, even as political relationships fray on Earth. Human spaceflight has changed dramatically since the early days of Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. Today's astronauts are part scientists, part engineers, part diplomats. They operate in a complex international environment, dependent on partners and commercial providers like SpaceX. Crew Dragon itself is a symbol of that change, a privately built spacecraft that has become central to NASA's human spaceflight program. Unlike the cramped Apollo capsules, Crew Dragon offers touchscreen controls, advanced life support systems, and more comfortable seating. Yet, the risks remain. Every launch and landing carries inherent danger, from mechanical failures to re-entry heating issues. As Crew-8 rests and begins their post-flight rehabilitation, regaining muscle mass, readjusting to gravity, and conducting medical debriefings, NASA is already preparing for the next missions. Crew-9 is scheduled for launch within weeks, continuing the research pipeline and keeping the station fully staffed. But the agency is also facing budget constraints, political debates over priorities, and growing competition from private companies eager to take the lead in space tourism, manufacturing, and deep space exploration. For Dominick, Barratt, Epps, and O'Hara, the mission may be over, but their roles as ambassadors for space exploration are just beginning. They'll tour schools, testify before Congress, and help train the next generation of astronauts. The safe return of Crew-8 is a victory, not just for NASA, but for everyone who believes humanity's future lies beyond Earth. It's a reminder that even in turbulent times, there are still moments when the world can look up, see a bright light moving across the night sky, and feel united in wonder. This report is based on publicly available NASA mission updates, astronaut interviews, and spaceflight data. Some details have been adapted for narrative clarity.